car, they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Left pocket got pound, pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Magazine, while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor. And
honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making it.
with Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Fields. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go 58's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me, Charlie.
Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 42-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hurry, hurry. Check four. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on. First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'm going to hit you all day.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run on 1st down.
The outside trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's a what? That's a what? Shit! Watch the shit! Kill. Ready, go!
On second down now, it's Fields. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Here we go. 90. Wolf. You can't block me. You can't block me. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Under 10. 10.
Looking to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
5 down. Stand up in.
On first down, Fields. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Connor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They come out here in the eye. It's Fields. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Jim Tomsula says, hey, let's at least get 3 here. This from 25 yards out. And now contact up front. And this might set up an interesting decision. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
And his kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. From the 30 on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm here all day. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Fields. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
66. Bullet high. And go.
On 2nd down, it's Fields. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give, right side. Fields. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. Sliding up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike's 40. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Mike 40, Mike 40. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, alert 3.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Let's go.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check 52. Watch twist. Let's go.
1 yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll buy some time right, and that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey. Mike 50, Mike 50.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Over. Go. Squeeze.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
No. Watch twist. Chance. Hey, switch gears. He's coming. Blue dog workers. Let go. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And now off to the races down the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Buddy up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Yeah.
Jackson now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. A little juke. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here I come.
He's got daylight, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Fields. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
61, matchbox, right. Don't get nervous. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hot.
On first and 10, Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a give, right side. Fields. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 40's Maywood, 40's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. 40's Mike, shut up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn around.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Check.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Alert 3. 22 jet bomber. Switch. Kill. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 24. Check 20. Greystone trap. Bravo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And he'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st.
when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Boom. Jump.
Now it's Jackson. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Whip. Boom. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. He don't know no better. Mike's 50. Silver.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 26-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Love. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's just me and you. Check 3. Sit.
On 3rd down, Fields. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And taken right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You're trapped.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
50, Mike 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson and the offense come up. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Fields. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. It's Fields, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Ready up. 58, come on. Exit. At 58 is the mark. Delta. Don't let it breathe. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stumped on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Steelers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no ball, but ain't taking us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her for your mom, to your pop, to the beat, to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a